in a minute, a hot minute, but I've just been busy working, and this is the most I've worked in my entire life. So it's been interesting and challenging, and I went to bed at 8 p.m. last night, and I woke up at 6:30 because that's what time I have to be up. And I'm on my way to work right now. I've worked 10 days. Today is day 10 in a row. I'm like, oh. And my dad told me something really cool because I called him yesterday, and he was like, who you spend the most time around will affect you so much. And if you're around people who complain a lot, who's like, you work 11 days in a row, like the time that you have to yourself, like you don't want to waste that time listening to other people's problems, you know? And that was like a really big reminder for me, because I feel like I can get caught up in that trap of complaining and, you know, being frustrated and angry and just like, why am I doing this? What is the point? You know, but yeah, I realized people are ready and willing and open to complain about things in their life that are going wrong. And when we do that, it's like hard for us to want to celebrate our wins. You know, like if you have a friend that's always complaining to you, even if you have a good day, it's like, oh, well, I don't necessarily want to tell this person I had a good day because they had such a shitty day, but they're always having a shitty day. And I was like, Dad, you're so right, man. That's crazy. You know, and people are always watching what you're doing when you're at work, which is something I need to remind myself, because I do want to be lazy, like, and I think working 10 days in a row, I've earned a little bit of grace, but but still, I feel really well rested after going to bed at 9 o'clock. But yeah, I just wanted to share that piece of wisdom from my dad, because he's a crazy Puerto Rican man, and he's seen a lot of life, and any wisdom that I'm able to absorb it's just always, you know, it's always good. So yeah, if you're someone like me who has to work a lot at this time, you know, and it's temporary, it doesn't have to be forever, because people will say, oh, this is just what you have to do. It's like, bro, nah. Me and my dad both were like, nah, you don't gotta work that many days in a row. I'm doing it because I used to tell myself that I couldn't even work 5 days in a row. And last year, you know, I had my first full-time job in like years, and I proved to myself that I could do it. I was like, oh, I could do it. And now the me now is looking at the me back then and like, girl, you don't even know. You don't even know. But I think we as humans tell ourselves that we can't do a lot of things, and in reality we don't know what we're capable of until we actually push ourselves like past our perceived limits. And so that's kind of what I'm doing in this month, you know. Do I want to do this? No. But can I? Yes. And I think that is a really important distinction. you know, I used to tell myself I don't have the capacity for this, when in reality I do have the capacity to do way more than I ever thought possible. But it's a matter of really wanting it. So yeah, that's what I'm leaving for you. I have to go to work now, but yeah, this is just to encourage you to push yourself past your perceived limitations, and I pray you find something in somehow, some way that will guide you to the next, what you need to do.